It's Thinking Skills Live with Austin Sackey, Tiffany Rose, Dimitri Mata.
How's your cat?
She's good. She's good.
Okay.
Oh, thank
After
you
you.
so much.
Oh, thank you.
That was so nice of him. He must be such a nice guy.
Oh, he's
to
a
do that.
great person.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, donuts. Huh. 1PD, more like 1P me.
He was such a nice guy. Oh my god, I lost my keys. I'm just so mad. This always happens to me. I always lose my keys.
Alright guys, relax. Let me orchestrate this. Let's just get some ideas out on the table, alright?
Okay, well, what facts could help us figure this out? When's the last time you remember seeing your keys?
I don't know. I'm just like this Red Bull of emotions right now. But I think I have like a hunch. Maybe I left them at the restaurant.
Okay, well, let's call the restaurant.
They're closed. Not gonna work.
Well, also, 60% of the time, people lose their keys, walking from their front door to their car, 100% of the time.
Well, that's a nice idea. She's been to at least 5 different places today, all over the city. That's never gonna work. She's not gonna find it.
Why are you always such a pessimist about everything?
I'm just trying to discourage bad ideas.
Guys, we have to work together as a team on this thing.
Oh, teamwork. I left them at soccer practice. Hold on. Jane? Okay, they're there.
Welcome to Weekend Update. I'm Austin Sackey, and here at the show, we're very passionate about logic in the media. That's why tonight, we have a very special Fallacies segment. To start off tonight's show, we have someone you'd never expect.
Think that Obama's being weak. What would you have done differently that he did in the days before Russian troops went into Crimea?
Well, first of all, it should have never happened.
But what would
because-
you have done
No,
immediately?
it should have never happened. If you're the president, that doesn't happen, and it's not a big surprise. I mean, it should have worked so that a thing like that doesn't happen. And we have to show some strength. I mean, Putin has eaten Obama's lunch, therefore our lunch, for a long period of time. And I just hope that Obama, who's not looking too good, doesn't do something very foolish and very stupid.
So, if he doesn't do something, that's not a good idea. But if he does do something, then he's trying too hard to show off his manhood. I like the logic here. And when he's asked about what would you have done differently, his first response is, well, it shouldn't have happened. And then when the anchor tries to correct him, he says again, no, that shouldn't have happened. This is a fallacy. Now let's remember, folks, that was an NBC segment that we just watched. They're a news organization that has a reputation for being unfair to Donald Trump. But, in this day and age, it seems to be pretty hard to find a news organization that is fair to him. Just earlier today, he released this on his personal Twitter. Highly untalented Washington Post blogger Jennifer Rubin, a real dummy, never writes fairly about me. Why does Washington Post have low IQ people? This, ladies and gentlemen, is a fallacy. To be more specific, this was a hasty generalization. Now, perhaps there is a certain news organization that Donald Trump would prefer. Maybe the Fox channel, who came out with this very informative graphic about President Obama and the price of gas. As you can see, they're trying to say that since he took office, the price of gas has raised 110%. However, this is a fallacy. To be specific, this is post hoc, ergo propter hoc fallacy. Now, at least we can still rely on advertising to tell the truth, such as when this car commercial foretold the future.
hands-free driving, cars that park themselves, an automated car driven by a search engine company. We've seen that movie. It ends with robots harvesting our bodies for energy.
Now, not all of the logic is sound here, because the commercial does commit a slippery slope fallacy, where they imply that all of those advances in technology were going to lead to a grand organ harvest. However, they did do a good job of predicting America's future should we choose to elect Donald Trump for president. That was your weekend update, and I'm Austin Sackey, defending logic in journalism since 2015.
Today, I'd like to talk about one of my hobbies real quick. Exercise. Oh, whether or not you consider yourself healthy, you should always concern yourself with your waist. Ugh. Every day, Americans are wasting food. I don't waste food, I eat protein. For example, just this morning, I had 2 dozen eggs. Protein is good for you, America. Therefore, I ask you to join me in doing all that you can do to protect your precious physique. At the very least, do 75 push-ups every hour. When at an all-you-can-eat restaurant, eat lean meats, protein. For one day or for 1 week, do nothing but exercise. Remember, nothing says success like big guns. All right.
Slippery slope fallacy, by implying that we would want... He's laughing. Now, not all of the logic...
For example, just this morning, I had 2 dozen eggs.
Why you start swinging?
Why are you swinging? Because I'm standing, dude. It's not that easy.
Slippery slope fallacy, by assuming that